Now let's talk about another monetization method for your YouTube channel, which is selling merchandise. Merch, like things like t-shirts, hats, hoodies, all that kind of stuff. And in this lesson, we're going to talk about what types of channels should sell merchandise for their channel or have merch as a monetization method for their channel. Some of the pros and cons of selling merch, some of the best platforms for making merch, and how to integrate merch into your channel directly within to YouTube. So first, let's start off with what types of channels should sell merch. Typically, I would only recommend selling merch if you are running a channel like a vlog channel, a personal brand channel, or like a community-based channel. So a channel where there's a strong sense of community behind the channel. Hybrid channels would probably be a good use for this, or personal brand channels too. But really, you're going to want a strong sense of community behind the channel before you consider selling something like merchandise, because only real hardcore fans will actually buy merchandise typically. So let's talk about now some of the pros and cons of selling merch. First, the biggest pro is that it promotes brand awareness. So when you're selling merchandise, you can make a little bit of money every single sale you get, but really the biggest pro with merch is that it promotes brand awareness. People are going to be wearing your hoodie. There might be a fair bit of word of mouth associated with that as well. However, there are some cons to selling merchandise as well, which first and foremost, you're going to make a very small amount of money per sale with merchandise. Very small amount of money. And you have to sell a lot to make any kind of significant money whatsoever. And for these reasons, I really do not generally recommend merchandise unless you first monetize with another method and just use it as a little extra income. For example, if I have my personal brand channel, Make Money Matt, and I monetize first and foremost through selling digital products, through selling my course, and I monetize through YouTube ads as well, and I'm making a lot of money with each, then maybe I can consider selling merchandise as like a third little income stream, but really just to promote brand awareness if people want to buy it. That's really only when I would recommend it. Really, I generally don't recommend it. Now let's talk about some of the best platforms for making merch. Pretty much the industry standard for this area is Teespring because it integrates directly within YouTube, but you also have Printful. But if you're going to use Printful, you have to use Shopify for actually selling the merchandise. So if you want more control over your store and make bigger profit margins when it comes to your merchandise, you'll want to consider doing a Printful and Shopify combination for selling merch. You can also use your own domain too on your store. And we also have an option called Spreadshop, which is kind of like a combination of Teespring and Printful, and it's all integrated into one on a platform called Spreadshop. Now let's talk about how to integrate merchandise into your channel. So if you're going to integrate merchandise into your channel, you need something called Teespring, and you must have over 10,000 subscribers on your channel. So you have to have quite a bit of subs before you can integrate merch on your channel. And then to actually integrate it, you go to your YouTube studio, go to the monetization tab and select merchandise. And this will allow your merch to show up under your videos. Like on this channel, for example, as you can see, there's merchandise showing under these videos right here. And let me actually show you an example of doing this. As you can see, if we head on over to my YouTube studio right here, go to the left-hand side and go down to the monetization tab right here. Then as you can see, there's this tab that says merchandise. And if you click that, then you can select Get Started, and you can select either Spreadshop or Teespring for your merch. So it used to be only Teespring, but it looks like they did add Spreadshop right here. But you only get some free design perks if you have over 50,000 subs. And if you have over 100,000 subs, then Teespring will actually help you design some of your merch. Get free design perks if you have 100K subs. So you can choose which one that you want to do, click continue, integrate it with your channel, design the merch, it'll put it under all of your videos, and that's how you can integrate merchandise onto your channel. But like I said, I generally don't recommend merchandise unless you've exhausted all other monetization methods and you want to use it as a little bit extra of a method, but I would not recommend relying on merchandise as a sole monetization method. You'll want to rely on something more concrete like doing affiliate marketing, selling digital products, and YouTube ad revenue, and really a combination of all three of those would be the absolute best for your channel in my opinion. If you have a niche that it would make sense to do that in. However, if you have like more of a viral type niche, then you're going to want to rely pretty much just on YouTube ad revenue, which is definitely possible. I have channels where YouTube ad revenue is the #1 monetization source for that channel, and those channels still make a lot of money. So definitely some things to consider. Hope you got value from this lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson.